They say motivation is what gets you started, but discipline is what keeps you going when everything inside you wants to stop. Motivation is like a spark, bright, exciting, but short-lived. It burns fast and dies faster. But discipline is the fire that never goes out. It's quiet, steady, and unstoppable. When the alarm rings at 5 a.m. and you feel the weight of sleep pulling you back, motivation won't save you. Discipline will. When no one claps for you, when the results don't show, when your dreams still look miles away, motivation won't lift you up. Discipline will. Because discipline doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't wait for the perfect mood. It doesn't need music or applause. Discipline acts, even when it hurts, especially when it hurts. That's the difference between winners and wishers. Winners show up. Wishers wait for the right feeling. Everyone loves to talk about motivation, the videos, the quotes, the hype. But real success, the kind that changes your life, is built in silence, in the moments no one sees, in the hours no one claps for. It's built when you say no to comfort, no to laziness, no to the easy way. It's built when you say yes to discipline. See, motivation is emotional. It's fragile. It changes with your mood, your environment, your circumstances. But discipline is logical. It doesn't ask, do I feel like it? It simply says, do it anyway. When your body screams to stop, discipline whispers, one more. When your mind says, it's enough, discipline replies, not yet. When the world tells you, take a break, discipline says, stay focused. Motivation fades after failure. Discipline grows stronger from it. Because failure is not the end. It's the test of how badly you want it. And the people who win in this world aren't the ones who never fall. They're the ones who keep walking after they fall. Every single time. So stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for the right song, the right mood, the right weather, the right energy. None of that matters. You can't build your future on feelings. You build it on habits. Habits are born from discipline, and discipline is born from decision. Every day, you're faced with two choices, the easy one and the right one. Discipline always chooses the right one. And here's the truth no one wants to hear. The path of discipline is lonely. It's not glamorous. It's not fun. It's repetition. It's sacrifice. It's doing the same hard thing over and over again until one day you wake up and everything is different. Because while the world was sleeping, you were working. While they were partying, you were preparing. While they were scrolling, you were sharpening your mind. And one morning, you'll look in the mirror and realize you've become everything they dreamed of being. But that transformation didn't happen overnight. It happened in the darkness, in the discipline, in the decisions no one celebrated. See, discipline is not punishment. It's freedom. Because the more disciplined you become, the freer you are. Free from laziness, free from regret, free from the chaos of inconsistency. When you're disciplined, you don't chase feelings, you chase purpose. You don't depend on motivation, you depend on commitment. And that's how you win. Because life will test you hard. It'll knock you down when you least expect it. And when you fall, motivation disappears. But discipline stays. It helps you stand back up, wipe your tears, and keep moving forward like a soldier who refuses to surrender. The world doesn't belong to the motivated. It belongs to the disciplined, to the ones who act without applause, who grind without recognition, who sacrifice now so they can live free later. So when your motivation dies, and it will, don't stop. When you don't feel inspired, still show up. When you're tired, when you're bored, when it feels pointless, still do it. Because one day, all those small discipline acts will connect. And when they do, you'll realize every moment of pain was worth it. Discipline is not about perfection. It's about persistence. It's not about doing it right every time. It's about never quitting. Motivation makes you feel good. Discipline makes you great. And greatness requires consistency. Every day, every choice, every action. That's why discipline will always be stronger than motivation. Because motivation may start the journey, but discipline finishes it. But let's go deeper. Because discipline isn't just about waking up early or sticking to routines. It's about mastering yourself, your thoughts, your impulses, your weaknesses. Discipline is self-respect. It's telling yourself, I deserve better than excuses. It's realizing that every time you choose comfort over progress, you're betraying the version of you that could have been unstoppable. See, discipline is the language of success, the only language that greatness understands. You can't negotiate with your goals. You can't bargain with your dreams. They demand your discipline, not your feelings. And discipline isn't loud. It doesn't shout for attention. It's quiet, patient, ruthless. It builds you piece by piece, while motivation burns out at the first sign of struggle. Motivation asks, how do I feel? Discipline says, how far can I go? The truth is, most people never reach their potential because they never learn how to keep going when the excitement fades. They chase the high of starting something new, but abandon it the moment it becomes hard, the moment it stops being fun. But the disciplined ones, they keep going when it's hard because they understand that consistency is the only path to mastery. Do you think legends were born from motivation? No. They were built from repetition, from endless days of grinding, failing, and getting back up again. Every champion you admire, from athletes to artists to entrepreneurs, they didn't rely on motivation. They built systems. They trained their minds to act no matter what. That's the secret no one talks about. Discipline is a skill, not a feeling. And like any skill, it grows when you practice it. Every time you push through when you don't feel like it, you're strengthening the muscle of self-control. Every time you show up despite the fatigue, you're rewiring your brain to trust your own word. That's how confidence is born, from keeping promises to yourself. Confidence doesn't come from motivation. It comes from discipline. And when discipline becomes your nature, nothing and no one can stop you. Because then, even your bad days are productive. Even your failures move you forward. Even your pain has purpose. Imagine this. You wake up before the sun, your mind says 5 more minutes, but your body moves anyway. You go to work while others complain. You practice while others procrastinate. You stay consistent while others quit. Day after day, week after week. That's discipline. It's the invisible grind that turns ordinary people into legends. Motivation will make you feel like a hero for a day. Discipline will turn you into one for life. So how do you build it? Start small. Keep your promises. When you say you'll do something, do it. Every time you act on discipline, your brain learns a powerful lesson. I am reliable. I can trust myself. That's how you create unstoppable momentum. The hardest part isn't doing the work, it's fighting your own excuses. Your brain will scream for comfort. It will tell you you've done enough. But discipline knows the truth. Enough is never enough for those who want greatness. You have to become the kind of person who doesn't wait for motivation, who doesn't rely on inspiration. You have to become the kind of person who acts because it's who you are. You don't brush your teeth because you're motivated. You do it because it's part of your life. That's what discipline looks like. You train, you read, you work, you show up. every day. Because greatness isn't about feeling inspired. It's about being consistent, even when you're uninspired. The real difference between average and exceptional is not talent. It's discipline. Talent without discipline is wasted potential. But discipline without talent can still conquer the world. Because the disciplined don't wait for luck. They create it. They build habits that move mountains, one brick at a time. One day, people will call you lucky. They'll say you're gifted, but they'll never see the sleepless nights, the sacrifices, the countless times you pushed yourself when no one was watching. That's discipline, doing what's necessary long before it becomes recognized. And when success finally comes, you'll smile, not because of